It was in these Swiss mountains that the world was first introduced to the phrase the Fourth Industrial Revolution, and it's been a hot topic among academics, politicians, and business leaders ever since. But what exactly does it mean? The term Fourth Industrial Revolution was coined by the founder of the World Economic Forum, a former professor named Klaus Schwab. Schwab wrote a book with that title to describe an era marked by a technological revolution that is blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological spheres. Let's break that down. Technologies like artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, or the Internet of Things are becoming ingrained in our day-to-day lives and even our bodies. Think of voice-activated virtual assistants, Face ID recognition, or healthcare sensors. Schwab first presented his vision of the Fourth Industrial Revolution at the World Economic Forum's annual meeting here in Davos in 2016. So what separates the Fourth Industrial Revolution from the Third? Experts say the main difference is that technology is merging more and more with humans' lives, and that technological change is happening faster than ever. 3D printing is just one example of fast-paced technology in the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The industry has gone from a business idea to big business, with 3D printer shipments expected to increase from just under 200,000 in 2015 to 2.4 million in 2020. Today, you can have a hip replacement from a 3D printed bone, or use a 3D printed bionic arm. Talk about blurring the line between humans and technology, right? This new era of technology is driving a lot of innovation. You can see in this chart the number of patents related to the Fourth Industrial Revolution for things like 3D printing or AI has been climbing up and up since early 2000. Organizations are embracing new technologies to make their businesses more efficient, similar to how they embraced the steam engine during the First Industrial Revolution. Experts warn we are in a winner-takes-all economy, where high-skilled workers are rewarded with high pay and the rest of workers are left out. Studies confirm technologies like AI will eliminate some jobs and create demand for new skills that many workers don't have. Privacy concerns are another issue as the Fourth Industrial Revolution turns every company into a tech company. Industries from food to retail to banking are going digital, and they're collecting a lot more data about their customers along the way. Users are starting to worry that companies know too much about their private digital lives. The World Economic Forum says a majority of leaders don't have confidence their organizations are ready for the changes associated with the Fourth Industrial Revolution. With tech changing fast every day, it's time to catch up.
The Fourth Industrial Revolution will impact our lives completely. It will not only change how we communicate, how we produce, how we consume, it will change actually us, our own identity.
Industrial Revolution. So listen, if you think that all of a sudden you've been hearing a lot about AI and ChatGPT, it's because they are transitioning our minds for this Fourth Industrial Revolution that's upon us, and they're just getting us ready for it. And his explanation should be enough context for understanding what we are about to discuss. The first three industrial revolutions changed the world in many different ways, but it was more from a business industrial standpoint, like with the first revolution with the railroads, and the second revolution with electricity and assembly lines for mass production. Now, of course, the electricity, it changed our life drastically. Or even the third with computers and the internet. I mean, imagine your life without that revolution. Imagine your life without computers and the internet. All these things drastically changed our lives and the world. They drastically changed the world that we lived in. And we should not expect anything less from the fourth revolution. But the thing is that, like everything else that's coming with this new world order, this fourth industrial revolution is not just about industry or business, but about us personally and how us as humans will be involved with it and interact with it. Schwab writes, by enabling smart factories, the fourth industrial revolution creates a world in which virtual and physical systems of manufacturing globally cooperate with each other in a flexible way. This enables the absolute customization of products and the creation of new operating models. The fourth industrial revolution, however, is not only about smart and connected machines and systems. Its scope is much wider. Occurring simultaneously are waves of further breakthroughs in areas ranging from gene sequencing to nanotechnology, from renewables to quantum computing. It is the fusion of these technologies and their interaction across the physical, digital, and biological domains that make the Fourth Industrial Revolution fundamentally different from previous revolutions. And so for me, I am highlighting and displaying these points he has made in his books, because it's easy for us to just wave all this off and just say that this is how things happen over time. We're spoiled, and so we just look at things as technological progress, evolution. I mean, the other week I saw the New York mayor introducing robo-dogs and just basically told us it's evolution. But people don't recognize they are witnessing an agenda being carried out right before them. It's much more than just evolution, but people are not aware of the agenda even though they're not hiding it. If you pay close attention to the words Schwab used in his books, it's very telling. He said the Fourth Industrial Revolution is fundamentally different from the previous revolutions. So it's important to understand what makes this revolution so different. In the second chapter of this book, he writes about the drivers of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. He speaks of megatrends. This is an important word that they all use, but unfortunately, most of us don't even know of it, or we haven't even heard of it. So what are megatrends? According to the company BlackRock, megatrends are powerful, transformative forces that could change the global economy, business, and society. Megatrends have been changing the way we live for centuries. Think electricity, automobile, the internet. Yeah. Wikipedia says megatrends are trends that have an effect on a global scale. What I am trying to convey here is that what Schwab is about to talk about in this chapter are about trends that will affect the whole world and change the way we live. So for you, being one that lives in this world, I hope you think it's wise to understand where the power players and decision makers are steering this world towards, what they feel will change the world. Schwab says, to identify the megatrends and convey the broad landscape of technological drivers of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, I have organized the list into 3 clusters: physical, digital, and biological. All 3 are deeply interrelated, and various technologies benefit from each other based on the discoveries and progress each makes. So let's be clear. What he is about to explain is how he has broken down this coming industrial revolution. He broke it into 3 parts: physical, digital, and biological. In regards to physical, we'll talk about it first. He says there are 4 main physical manifestations of the technological megatrends, which are the easiest to see because of their tangible nature: autonomous vehicles, 3D printing, advanced robotics, new materials. And those things are right in front of our face. I mean, basically, we know about driverless cars, but they plan many other autonomous vehicles to be introduced in the mainstream. Autonomous trucks, drones, aircrafts, and boats. Basically, all of our transportation will be run by artificial intelligence and will not be operated by humans. Things like our Ubers and DoorDash, these will all be automated by drones and driverless cars. I think that is a big change. We are giving over our control to robots we do not control, but others do. I think their plan for drones is the most alarming, though. They've shown what to expect from these things in many dystopian movies and shows about the new world that's coming. You see, you can't reason with a robot, and they do not operate off of feelings. So when you're having robots interacting with our society on a normal, consistent basis, that's dangerous. That's a change. They also are using 3D printing. And if you're on Instagram or I guess TikTok, you might see reels about people using 3D printing to make buildings. Or I remember in a Mission Impossible, they showed it being used to make a face. This technology is real, but most people don't have a clue. Schwab says this about 3D printing. 3D printing, also called additive manufacturing. 3D printing consists of creating a physical object by printing layer upon layer from a digital 3D model or drawing. This is the opposite of subtractive manufacturing, which is how things have been made until now, with layers being removed from a piece or material until the desired shape is obtained. He said, the technology is being used in a broad range of applications, from large wind turbines to small medical implants. 3D printing will become more pervasive to include integrated electronic components such as circuit boards and even human cells and organs. Researchers are already working on 4D, a process that would create a new generation of self-altering products capable of responding to environmental challenges such as heat and humidity. This technology could be used in clothing or footwear, as well as in health-related products such as implants designed to adapt to the human body. Yeah, this is the future that is coming. And please know and remember that this book was published 7 years ago in 2016.